All right. So how's everybody doing? Yeah, I didn't have the chance to post a podcast yesterday because I didn't really get to had the chance to prepare anything for the weekend. So once my week hit and I have to try to do certain things. But anyway, so the weekend I went to a birthday party of my aunt. She turned 70 and we threw a surprise party for her and everything. So there was my aunts and uncles from Canada, from like a whole different places, and it was a nice little event, man. It was pretty huge. It was a big deal. And I was looking at my mom's generation, my aunts and uncles and my mom, and to see like at some point, I remember when my aunt she had all her, her hair was still black. And I remember my mom when her most of her hair was also still black. So it's like to watch these people growing up, and I was looking at my peers, my cousins, and my sisters, and I'm like, damn, we're almost at the age where we remember them as, you know. And how long would it take for us to then become those elders, to be the elders? Because I remember my grandparents before they passed on, and then now my parents are already at that age, and now it's like we already in the position to start taking on the mentals. We're no longer kids. Being on our 30s and mid 30s, some of us already 40s, then it's like we have to, and we I was looking at my the elders, right? Their presence in the room commanded respect, you know. And it's like, and that respect came from not just what they were not what just they were able to accomplish, but also it's like from their experience, their wisdom, what they were able to go through. And it's like, yeah, we didn't always get along. There was certain things that my generation felt like they could have done better. However, that command of respect comes from um this, I don't know, their accomplishment based on the preservation of the Haitian culture, you know? And like, did they do things that would actually, they were able to do things that made us feel proud of them, you know? Anything from keeping the family united. Like, my family's pretty big, man. And there's this bond to which I was having a conversation with my brother-in-law, and he was saying that like anyone who actually joined our family, it's like it can be quite intimidating because they feel like you're not just marrying the person you're with, you're marrying the whole family, you know. And that kind of bond, the intimidation of these type of bond as well, does put a toll on relationship, and sometimes it doesn't always quite work out, and I get that part. But however, it's just to be in the position to which their elders are at the moment, and to which they get the love and the affection from all of their kids, or from all of the kids, or from all of my generation, my cousins, my brothers, my sisters, all of them. And it's like, it made me feel really proud, right? It made me feel really proud to be part of that family. And now the question, like, I guess I have for you is, in what way and what role are you gonna be playing in your family dynamic, in your family structure? What are some of the things will you be able to accomplish to do in your personal life to have some sort of unity for your family? Will you become an elder, or will you actually continue to have that type of mindset to which you're just getting old? Right? There's a difference between getting old and becoming an elder. And that comes from the mindset that you have now. That comes from the fact that you refuse to take on the responsibility of the next generation. I don't care about this whole fight that you guys having online about generational wealth and all this shit. I'm talking about your family, your family. Because at some point, my granddad, my granddad created all this shit. From him sprung out like 6 kids, and then from those 6 kids sprang out like a whole bunch of other kids, and then from there it's like, so then the tree branch, like, it started with him. He's that mentor that we all looked up to, that we were all connected with. And then now we're looking at the elders that we have now, which is my mom and then 5 of her siblings. And then now it's just like it's expanding. And now it's all about, like, what else that needs to be done to continue that lineage, to continue that bond that we have. And a lot of families are broken. A lot of people don't know who their dads are. A lot of people don't know um their uncles. A lot of people don't know anything about their families. you know and when I hear a lot of these talk about um pump and dump, doing this and doing that, and I just, like, it gets me thinking, like, what sort of example, like, how far do you think the whole party lifestyle will take you? Because your friends, yes, they are important. Your friends are important, but your friends over time, they will separate from you and start their own family, right? And some of those people, they will slowly but surely have their own thing going for you. They will not be available to go out clubbing with you. They will not be available to go out and do some of the party things that you wish you could do all the time. you know and I get the online community thing, right? Because you then online, you try to seek out those who have similar mindset as you. Let's say if you're a MGTOW, you try to seek out other MGTOW. If you are SYSBN, you try to seek out other SYSBN. But at the end of the day, all these, they're gonna all these people gonna veer to their own separate, to their own, you know separate little group, their separate little bubble, when they're gonna have their own families. um I'm gonna give you an example, right? Like, I was watching this video from Penny Proud. And sometimes, like, she troll these MGTOW people here and there. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about whenever he posts little clips of Mr. Elite, right? And I have nothing against this dude. I don't know him. I don't know his personal life, whatever the case may be. But I can get a glimpse of his life based on some of the content that he creates. And I can see there's a huge level of loneliness and unhappiness about him. That is like that tries to creep onto the surface, but slowly, but like gets drowned by whether it's alcohol or people that try to, that's why he says shit like, hold the line, guys. We gotta hold the line. It's hard. It's hard. He's right, you know? So I do get the frustration in the West. I do get the fact that because we live in a throwaway culture, which family should not be important, right? That's what we're told. We were told that, I can do bad by myself. We were told that you don't need anybody else but yourself. But being in that event with my whole family, seeing everybody like cousins and nephews and all these people, right? And I'm like, dude, family's fucking great, man. It's fucking important, you know? And it's like, I can't really, like, I understand those who doesn't want to actually do that, who has other things in their mind, right? I get that part. And they actually, maybe they found their fulfillment elsewhere, you know? However, I cannot grasp the fact that of those who make it their sole purpose of trying to um of trying to discourage those, you know, it's like, okay, let's say that, okay, you come up with all the things that you could, so-called facts, right? You know, the stats of marriage, the stats of baby mamas, the stats or whatever the case may be, right? You could come up with all those stats. And then now you use those stats as the justification of why you are that way, the way you are. Fine. Okay, cool. You could be that way. You could choose to do whatever you wish with your life. But however, it's not enough now, because a lot of these guys, it's not enough to actually do what they're doing or to be as venomous as they are towards the opposite sex. Now it's all about trying to force feed their opinion down other people's throat. And if you think differently than them, they have an issue. They come and attack you. They attack your family. They attack, you know, your wife, your kids. They attack you for actually doing the decent thing in life, which is taking care of your family. Which is like, wow, are you that pissed off about your breakup in life? Are you that pissed off about your past? And it's a sad state of affair, to which is like, it's like a lot of these individuals, like, in order for them to be right about their point, everybody have to agree with them. So it's not enough about like, well, we'll see how things work out. It's just as dogmatic as these feminists, to which they want to grow old with their cats, and now they're scared. They're coming up with articles after articles saying that how dangerous it is that men refuse to date feminist men. You know, it's the same shit. It's like, Stephen Rose did a really awesome video last night about that. The male group and the female group, they both, they adapt these dogmatic views, and it's all about blaming the other person while hiding behind their ideology or behind their group, because they lack the courage to stand on their own 2 feet, you know. And I don't know, man. It's like, I think when you are elevating to that part which you are now gonna become the elder, it puts that pressure on you. Yet at the same time, it's like that pressure creates growth. I can tell you right now, like, if I did not find something to be something to be responsible for, someone to depend on me, then there's a lot of growth that I was able to achieve in my life. I wouldn't have it, because of the fact that, like, now there's someone that is depending on me. There's someone that is counting on me. And that gives me that focus, to which I can set certain trend in my life. I can set certain domino effect, to which when they fall, and they will actually fall into place to create that pattern which I envision in my head. Without them, without that anchor, then it would be hard for me to focus because I would always think in the back of my mind, yeah, I got time, you know? Because you're looking at it be like, when you're 20 years old, you be like, man, I'm young as hell. I got time. And then when you're 30 years old, you still want to tell yourself, man, I got time. I'm young as hell. I'm only 30, right? But 10 years goes fast, man. 10 years go really fast. Like, I remember when I was 13 when I came to the States, 13 years old, right? And I didn't even like, I look at how fast times went to see like how my mother, my aunts, and my uncles, how they all aged up. And then now I'm on my 30s. 20 years goes really fast. My daughter's like, she's 17. It's like, wow. Yeah. I'm I'm at this position. I'm really happy of where I'm at because I can see the progress, the transition, not only like not only the financial growth as well as the physical, the mental, you know? Like I was able to provide a life for my daughter to which I've actually envied. And I'm like, damn, I wish I had that life. But it's fucking awesome because I was able to provide that for her, and that's the transition to be like to see where you come from, a dirt poor fucking country in Haiti, right? To which my dad made a hell of a fucking sacrifice. And my mom as well, she made a hell of a fucking sacrifice to get us where we are right now. And then now they're at this place in their life, they are at that age, and they command respect based on what they were able to sacrifice for us, for our generation, you know? And the way to pay them back is to pay it forward, is to pay it towards the next generation, the one that's coming after me. So I have that pressure now to be more than my elders were. So then therefore, when I to become an elder, and I can then command that respect from my peers, from the younger generation. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not like I said this before. The whole feminist thing, feminism thing, or make that thing, it's a Western problem because those who came from dirt poor countries, those who comes from like poor countries, we have experienced so much hardship that a chick breaking up with us is nothing. I got 99 problem, but a bitch ain't one. you know. So ask yourself: are you on your way to become an elder, or are you just getting old? Let me know what you think in the comment section. This is Arbanaga. Share, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Arbanaga. All right, peace.